Oh, beloveds, tomorrow is Valentine's Day, and this is Side with Love Sunday. And what are we doing here unless it is to love one another? Now, I'm not talking about romantic love, although it's wonderful if you have that in your life. And if you do, I hope you have a lovely Valentine's Day tomorrow and that you are doing wonderful things together. But what are we doing here if we can't show love to one another and then learn how to bring that out in the wider world? How do we love one another? Well, we start with small acts, as we heard in our story. We start with small things. Small is all. And as Reverend Teresa Soto tells us, we do things like holding hands with one another, being the one yes for someone, being present for one another. Are we present for one another? You know, it breaks my heart a little bit every time I'm in some church gathering or church meeting and someone apologizes for being fully who they are, for being present, but being discombobulated, for having had a difficult day, for having a rough time. Church should be the place where we can bring our full selves, where we can be who we are. But I know in reality, we don't always feel safe, not right away. We're not sure. We're not sure if we can do that just yet. But ideally, that's what we're aiming for, right? A community where we love each other so much that we can be fully present to one another. So today, I want to talk less personally and love more. I'm inviting you to give Valentines or love letters to one another and to the congregation. In just a moment, I'm going to break you out into breakout rooms in small groups. And you're going to have an opportunity in these groups to tell each other what you love about one another, what you appreciate. You don't have to say love if that's making you uncomfortable, but what you appreciate about one another or about the congregation, or about being here. When we come back, we're going to write love letters or Valentines to UUCLV. So I'm going to give you a few minutes in these breakout groups to speak in the context of church about what we mean to one another. Are you ready for that? I'm gonna put you in gallery mode. Are you ready? Okay, here we go. Yes, I think everyone is back. Excellent. So I hope that was a good start, and maybe you felt like you didn't even get to finish to saying all the things that you love about people here. I hope that's what happened. But now we're going to talk about writing a love letter, writing a Valentine to UUCLV. So how are we going to do this? Well, first I want you to think about if UUCLV were embodied. Kind of is, because it's the institution is nothing without all the people. So think about the Unitarian Universalist Church of the Lehigh Valley as embodied. If you were to write a Valentine to UUCLV, what would you say? What would you want to say in a love letter to this community, to this institution that you are a part of? How would you like to let UUCLV know that you love this institution? Now, what we're going to do, Allison is going to share a whiteboard. And I want you now to look at this as a blank Valentine or love letter to UUCLV. And you can start to put on it whatever you would like. And we're going to put this up on our Facebook page and share it in other places. But what a lovely Valentine that you just made for our community. When we love the congregation, when we say that we love the congregation in this way, I want you to know that that means we love each other. The congregation loves you back. You are loved. You are worthy of love. You belong here.